It's an honor to be officiating this ceremony. Okay, my mom always wanted somebody in my family to become a pastor. And this is the closest that she's going to get. So thank you very much. Now, to give a little background of why I'm even up here, Andy was my head assistant basketball coach at Cedar Crest High School, and Alicia was my wife's college roommate. And Andy and I started coaching together in 2008. And Alicia I've known for roughly 7 years now. And again, I was introduced to Alicia through my wife, Amy. And Andy, obviously, we coached together starting in 2008. Now, the thing about Andy and Alicia is, before they even met, and I know Andy touched on this a little bit yesterday, it was probably at least 2 years before they even met. I kept telling Andy, now Andy, there's this great girl, you've got to meet her. You have to. And he kept saying, yeah, well maybe, yeah, we'll see. And I know my wife Amy did the same exact thing to Alicia. And again, this is at least 2 years in advance. Alicia, you've got to meet this great guy. His name's Andy. And Alicia was the same thing. Well, we'll see. My wife and I always thought that the both of you would be a great match. And we often schemed of ways to introduce the two of you. Now, our only reservation, and again, Andy touched on this, our only reservation was, well, Andy was a diehard Husky, and Alicia, she was a duck. Still against all odds on a dark February night, on a historic win for our basketball program, Alicia traveled up to watch a playoff game, and they finally met at a Mexican restaurant. A large group of us were there celebrating. And we finally had the stage set for an epic meeting. A great time was had by all, but the only problem was Andy and Alicia did not speak to each other at the restaurant due to poor seating arrangements. If I can recall, I literally, there was a large group of us. I know Andy was at one end of the table, and Alicia was literally, I think, roughly at the far end of the other side of the table. It looked like the evening was about to slip away without the two of them conversing and getting to know one another. But in true Husky fashion, Andy was a gamer. He proceeded to win over this Oregon girl's heart, which leads us to today. Andy and Alicia. In marriage, two people turn to each other in search of greater fulfillment than either can achieve alone. Since coaching is in my background, I like to give teams quotes and stories about success. And one of the quotes I love to tell teams is, show me a team that has done something worthwhile, and I'll show you a team who has overcome adversity. Well, the same applies to marriage. Show me a couple who has done something worthwhile, and I'll show you a marriage which has overcome adversity. Now, a wise coach once told me, make today your masterpiece, because you have control over that. Well, the same applies to uniting in marriage. Make your marriage your masterpiece, because the both of you put together have control over that. What lies behind you and what lies before you is tiny compared to what lies within both of you together. Marriage is a bold step taken together into an unknown future. It is risking who you are individually for the sake of who you can be in unity. Only in the giving of yourselves fully and sharing your lives together with one another can the mysterious process of growth take place. Both of you two who have stood apart will stand together now and declare your love and be united in marriage. If I could offer one piece of advice, that advice would be, and when it comes to the art of marriage, it is not having a great partner. It is being a great partner. You have both had individual dreams and plans. But you know what the greatest plan of all was? For the two of you to be together. So today we get to unite and celebrate the power and presence of true love. So if I could please invite Andy and Alicia's friends, Jerry and Don, to share with us a reading that they have prepared.